Welcome to the Crazy Town Podcast. I'm Jonas.
And I'm TNT Dynamite, the explosive one. Let's crack into another one, huh?
TNT.
How about it?
Man, my voice is cracking this week. Puberty. It's hard, guys.
My voice is feeling immaculate this week.
I'm very deep. Have you ever heard of InfoWars before?
But of course I've heard of InfoWars, Jonas.
Did you go visit the, what's he say? The something
The
place?
Fortress of Solitude?
Yeah, he's in Austin.
The
InfoWars headquarters.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, he's here. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know I've seen videos of him in downtown Austin before where he's like getting harassed by people and stuff.
Yeah, he's here. So
That's
basically,
good for him.
you know, Alex Jones had to auction off and get rid of InfoWars because of the Sandy Hook conspiracies that he was doing.
Which really makes it hard for you to feel bad about anything that happens to him.
Yeah.
When you start sending around false propaganda about the parents who have deceased children, yeah, it makes it kind of hard
to have sympathy for them.
Yeah, to the point where those people are receiving like threats.
Yeah,
like telling them that they're faking it. It's kind of insane what he was doing.
Well, because we talked about that, because I was like, I don't understand, and then you were like, these parents lost their children, and now people are like harassing them.
Yes, basically telling them that it's a fake because
and they're like, my dead kid is really dead
because of his rhetoric.
Right.
Yeah. So
everyone loves a good conspiracy theory podcast, I guess. Aliens or whatever. Mm-hmm. But all good things, I guess, have to come to an end.
You saying that Alex Jones is a good thing that has to come to an end?
No.
Okay.
No, I was just being facetious.
So it came to an end in what way?
Well, he had to auction off all of InfoWars. And the money from the sale will get redistributed out to the parents that he caused all the strife.
Yeah, because in this court case, man, he had a hefty fine. I think it was in the billions.
Oh, yeah, it was something just crazy.
It was something that you can never pay off.
Yeah, so, they were going to sell to the highest bidder. My bid did not get accepted.
How much did you bid?
$12.
That's a good bid, though. That's a good try.
I figured it. I
respect that.
Yeah, I was like, I would run it.
Yeah, you were really looking out for the families of Sandy Hook.
I could be. Jesus.
He was really looking out for him, man.
I could be a conspiracy theory host. We're changing formats next week, by the way.
Exactly.
But The Onion bought it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. They didn't disclose the amount, but that I think is like the perfect solution, the perfect ending.
It is
to the story of InfoWars.
I have to say, it's like The Onion's been kind of killing it lately because like real politics is basically The Onion anyway, so you really can't differentiate an Onion story from real politics.
Oh my God, you ain't wrong.
So they sneak into your social media. I'm wondering if this is a precursor to them maybe even starting, because they're all like online currently. It used to be just like in like a print publication originally, but now it's all online. I'm sure they have some like shows or like parody shows. I'm wondering if they're going to do something like this to do like a parody of the Alex Jones formula, like the guy sitting at a desk spouting off just like crazy news stories. I honestly feel like that would go. It would harken back to when Stephen Colbert used to do his show on Comedy Central, where he basically posed as a conservative, but he would do a bunch of pro-democratic like kind of comedy. I'm not saying that The Onion would necessarily even do it on a different between like the two houses, but they do it for like just regular news. It'd be great to see something like that.
Yeah, they did say that the plan was to create a parody of InfoWars of itself.
Yeah, okay, that's
like wonderful. I don't know if they're gonna have like a daily podcast or like a whatever.
Yeah.
Like
even a web show. Yeah,
keep it alive with.
Yeah,
like they could do their Onion articles on the InfoWars podcast, and it would just be like them ranting and raving.
Yeah. These web shows are blowing up, man. This is honestly the age of the podcast. That is why me and Jones has been doing this podcast for 27 years.
Yeah, 27th anniversary coming up,
and we ain't stopping anytime soon. This is the age of the podcast. Like when you see Joe Rogan as one of the biggest ones in the world, even like streamers like Kai Cenat who do podcasts where they just have people on, they just talk and dance and eat food and walk around the house and stuff. That's still like, it's, what do you call it? Independent media is a person with cameras in their home doing interviews, having conversations, and those are some of the biggest parts of the media driving force for this age.
Yeah, well, and they're saying that people trust the mainstream media less than they ever have,
right?
And that sites like X and things like that, where there are just like independent journalists that investigate things like the Diddy thing, the Epstein thing. They dig in. They're like, I found this info, and look who this connects to, and look who this connects to, and this person was part of the board, and look what companies they're on the board of, and look who else is on the board, and all that. Like I knew half of the stuff about the Diddy stuff before they ever arrested him from some dude that I saw a video on X about it, and then it came out, and I'm like, oh my god, like now they're announcing it. I'm like, holy shit, like okay.
Now, see, and that is the ideal side of the coin. But then with the same idea of the independent media, you have people like Alex Jones.
Exactly.
You've got individuals like
Joe Rogan, who does put some wild ish out there. Mind clarity pills and things.
When you give people that amount of power, nobody's perfect, all right? Nope. If you gave me a platform as big as Joe Rogan's, I'm telling you right now, you're going to find flaws in my personality. All right. You're going to find them.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've probably already found plenty of flaws if you've been listening to this podcast for any amount of time in my personality. I'm sorry. I am who I am. Nobody's perfect. But when somebody does something that hurts other people, we have to realize that is the same byproduct of the thing that is so beautiful. It's like the independent media can be used for good and like uncovering stories where other news media might not be able to go because they're all bought out, whatever.
Well, the people who own them don't want. Yeah, it hurt. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
no way Viacom's gonna run that article. Are you kidding me?
Right.
To a certain point, man. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, man, it's wild. Another thing I saw today that I can't remember who owns them, but the company that owns MSNBC is going to put them up for sale, the news organization. And it was funny because today on X, they were like, people were putting out to Elon, like, it would be super funny if you bought MSNBC, because like Bezos owns the Washington Post, and like they're like telling Elon he should buy MSNBC.
Yeah, I mean,
he's got the money, pretty much whatever they want for it, he can pay it. He paid $42 billion for Twitter, and it wasn't worth that.
So. I saw a comedian do a joke about the fact that Elon Musk didn't have the money to pay for Twitter up front, so he used his stock in Tesla to basically, prove that he could pay for it.
Yeah.
But on the same note, you don't have to pay taxes on the stock in Tesla because it's unclaimed earnings.
Yeah, it's unrealized gains. Yeah.
It's unrealized gain, but yet you can still use it to buy stuff.
That's how rich people get loans. They put it.
I mean, I get it, but it's kind of crazy.
That's why they don't ever. That's why people like Bezos pay no tax, because they don't ever cash out their shit to pay taxes on it.
Yeah. Huh.
But yeah, it was so. I don't know, man. It was
How do you feel about Elon Musk gaining more power?
I don't think that any private oligarch should be in the government.
We call him an oligarch now, huh?
I mean, he pretty much is, right?
Yeah, I hate term. Look, Jonas, I don't know how you.
Let me look up the definition. Go ahead. I'm gonna look up the definition of oligarch.
Okay, I'm gonna get into it anyway. So I don't know how you feel about the term oligarch or fascist. I don't know what they mean. I mean, I know what they mean, but I don't know what they mean.
Okay, oligarch.
Is this a rich business person?
Very rich business leader with a great deal of political influence.
Yeah.
I mean.
And like, if you look up fascist, I don't know what it sounds like racist to me, so I know it's bad, but I don't know what it really like.
So but essentially, now that Elon is part of the government, he is an oligarch.
All right, look up fascist for me.
Fascism, definition of fascist, not fascism.
Whoa, phrasing. Anyway, but yeah, he's an oligarch for sure, 100%.
What is the fascist in simple terms? It's a right form of government in which most of the country's power is held by one ruler or small group under a single party. Fascist governments are usually totalitarian and authoritarian one-party states.
Okay.
But one thing that was really I saw today that online that was kind of funny is like they said when Elon Musk bought Twitter, he fired like 80% of the staff.
Yep.
And the site runs more efficiently than it did when they had all that staff.
Department of Government Efficiency.
And now they're like, watch out, government. And I'm like, they're just going to start like cutting all these like.
Oh my God.
Dude, I don't know. But
the Department of Government Efficiency is so crazy. So
I
does.
thought you were going to say cringe because it's that too.
It is. It's disgusting. Yeah, it was cringe and disgusting because it all harkens to the Dogecoin, which is that cryptocurrency, which is like it may. Oh my God, brother, stop.
Yeah, it is. It's very dumb. But anyways, any final thoughts?
My heart goes out to the families of the children of Sandy Hook, and I hope that they enjoy a slightly easier lifestyle in light of losing something so precious. And I know that no amount of money can compensate for that.
This man's a GD angel. Anyways, that's all the time we have for today's episode. Go to thecrazytown.com, subscribe for Jonas.
TNT.
Oh, yeah.